Hi, I'm Noah Tallerman, Fleet's Head of Product Design, and I'm going to walk us through what Fleet's working on summer 2026. In the next 3 months, Fleet's going to ship improvements to AI governance. We'll be able to see which AI tools, including MCP servers, are installed across our fleet. We're making improvements to patch policies such that we can set a deadline when the patch needs to happen, prompt end users before that deadline hits, and auto-install if the app is ever closed before the deadline. We'll also add the ability to create calendar events for our end users so that we're patching when folks are free, when they're not on Zoom calls. Improvements to Windows, among many, include creating local admin accounts, forcing users to be standard, so non-admin privileges, and rotating those passwords for local admin accounts. We're improving configuration profiles such that we can deploy new formats for Windows, such as ADMX and JSON, DDM, profiles, assets, and activations for Apple devices, and we're adding the ability to make profiles opt-in or self-serviceable, meaning, for example, if a profile configures the Mail app on macOS, but I don't use the Mail app, we're not going to automatically deploy the Mail app to everyone on our fleet, but we'll make it an option to install that Mail app configuration profile for folks who do use the Mail app. We're also adding the ability to run any command available in the Android Management API. Currently, Fleet supports lock, wipe, clear passcode, among others, but we want to expose the entire protocol. We're adding the ability to enroll and manage tvOS devices, including apply configuration profiles, deploy App Store apps, and more. We're adding the ability to auto-install mobile apps to Apple devices across our fleet. Currently, Fleet supports installing apps automatically at enrollment time. This is the ability to install apps across our mobile fleet post enrollment time. We're also adding new features on top of macOS updates to trigger updates when there is a critical CVE in an older version, and the ability to update within a major version, so that folks who want to stay, for example, on older versions of macOS, like in the past macOS 15, that still get security updates, we can easily support those users. We're also adding more host vitals. We're adding the ability to pull any custom attribute from your IDP. Currently, Fleet supports groups, departments, full name, and more, but we're adding the ability to collect and display any custom IDP attribute in Fleet, and then also use them to create labels as well, to scope software installs, configuration profiles, etc. We're also adding labels for mobile devices built on top of host vitals. So anything you see on the host details page, you'll be able to create a label for mobile devices, meaning we'll be able to scope software to specific Android OS versions, for example, or scope configuration profiles if a particular iPhone has a specific model, for example, the iPhone 13. We're also adding the ability to send host-specific activities to log destinations. These are things like failed software installs, end user triggered self-service actions. That way we're able to send these activities to a data lake or to a SIM to build reporting and better understand end user behavior, or trigger automations like a failed certificate configuration profile, close that loop and automatically resend the profile. We're also adding the ability to auto resend configuration profiles, so tie profiles to policy failures. Currently, Fleet lets you automatically install software and run scripts when a Fleet policy fails. We're adding the ability to trigger a profile reinstall. So, for example, that certificate configuration profile scenario, we'll be able to tie that to a policy that checks, is the certificate installed? If not, let's retrigger that profile delivery. We're adding improvements to software inventory, collecting Go binaries, more VS Code extensions, Linux apps, and Adobe plugins to expand the scope with which Fleet collects software inventory across our devices. We're also adding or removing the experimental tag from Fleet's MCP server so that we're able to build tooling on top of Fleet's MCP. Further out than the summer, later 2026, things that we're building towards are deploying Microsoft Store apps on Windows devices. We're also currently experimenting with and building features where AI is generating the reports query, policies, labels, configuration profiles like mobile configs and declarations and scripts, So instead of using iAmazing or copying these from the internet, we're going to build tooling such that AI can generate these documents for us so that we can easily just verify that they work and then add them to Fleet. We're also adding and thinking about building, we are going to build zero-touch Android later this year. What this means is if you've got Android engineers who build an in-house Android app and they need company-owned Android devices, we'll be able to ship those employees like a Galaxy or Pixel phone, and when they unbox that phone, it will automatically enroll to Fleet with no end-user action. Feel free to contact us if you have any questions. Excited for what's coming this summer.